Hey guys, Matt here, today teaching you how to make Bukkit plugins, episode 2, so let's jump right into it. If you haven't seen the first episode yet, I advise you do, because we started off all of the stuff that we need to kind of get ourselves started. So now before we do anything, I want to direct you to the plugin.yml, which you can create by doing, you don't need to do this, right-clicking YouTube tutorial, go to new, go to file, okay, you want to call it the plugin.yml. .yml, okay, all in lowercase. It's got to be exactly that, otherwise it won't work. Then click enter. I've already made mine, and this will be in the description. So I'm gonna take all this out just to kind of show you how to do it. Alright, because you need to, again, for every plugin you will need to do this. It's not a one-off thing. If you're adding commands as well, I'm adding the commands this episode, but I'll show you how to do that later. So name, you want to call it exactly what it is on that folder. You can put spaces in it, but there are no spaces in this one, so you don't do that. So YouTube tutorial, that's what it is on the folder. Version 0.1. We'll be adding a version every time we do this. Main, right, important. Go to your main.java, find the package, highlight tool, copy it. Make sure it's no space or anything afterwards, or any of the semicolon. To that main, and then you want to put a dot after that, and the name of your main file. So for example, ours is main with the capital M here. Whatever this is called, call it that, and whatever your package is called, call it that. So that's just directing it to the main to grab things like listeners, which we'll probably do next episode. Author, your name. Description, the YouTube series plugin. Then commands, just leave blank for the time being. You want to hit file and you want to hit save all. Okay, so now we're going to actually get on to doing some sort of programming, coding, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to make this look a bit nicer. Right, so what you want to do now is public void on enable. This will happen every single time you do a plugin. This is what you'll need to type, and my headphones just gone wacko. I will fix. Okay, now fixed. Public void on enable, and you want to type in system.out.println, opening brackets with inverted commas, and you want to say a little curly bracket, and you want to type in YouTube plugin code is all good. Okay, so that's basically just going to give you a notification saying that, yeah, the code is all good and you haven't done anything stupid. Alright, let me just finish. Right, is it seriously doing this to me now? Never does this, and then as soon as I start this. Okay, so now afterwards you want to, well, let's just make this all look a bit nicer. Then click on this and then go a few down, just make it look a bit nicer. So yeah, then go public void on disable. Do the same for that, and type in system.out.println, opening brackets, YouTube plugin. YouTube plugin is shutting down successfully. Okay, so now add the semicolon onto the end of that and change that to print in, not print. Okay. So then you want to get this, and you want to kind of lower it down a bit and make it look a bit nicer. All that I'm doing here is just making the code look a bit nicer, so you can put as many as you want. So okay, now we're going to add we're going to save this, click file and save all. Okay, so now we're going to test this plugin actually works. So we're going to right click YouTube tutorial, go to export, export it as a jar file, and YouTube tutorial, and we're going to call this the YouTube tutorial plugin. To find your thing, I'm just going to delete that was me testing it before. We're going to find the pre-made server and the plugins thing. You'll need a pre-made server for this, otherwise you won't be able to test it. Find that online. I made an easy pre-made one, you don't need to do anything, and just call it YouTube. Just call it that. Right, hit enter and compress the contents of the jar file. You need to click that. If you don't click that, then it's going to come out as plugin project and class path. It's going to be all weird. So hit finish. And now to check that it actually has worked, go to your desktop or wherever your Bukkit server has been placed, and oh god, and now it should open. Now run the server, and hopefully, yes, it works. So you see, YouTube tutorial enabling YouTube tutorial version 0.1, and you'll see here it says, look, YouTube plugin code is all good, and that's what you've just done. And then type stop, and then it'll say YouTube plugin is shutting down successfully, just as we typed down there. So that's how you know your plugin has actually worked. So you want to hit any key and just close that. Now you want to go back to this, and now we're gonna actually do some commands. So hit tab under this curly bracket here. All right, hit tab, hit enter a few times, just go up, right, and just go pub. Oh, actually, okay. Now this is the bit that I can't remember. I can never remember this. It's a long thing, and I'd never been able to remember it. I've tried it for God knows how long, but it never works. So I'm just gonna do that. Just copy this down now. Public boolean on command sender, command cmd string command label string args, and you need to do that exactly how the case is there as well. Otherwise, it won't work. Then after you've done that, you want to space, and you want to hit another curly bracket and hit enter. And then it's going to give you this whole big error. So what you want to do is you can either click add return statement, or you can go down here and you can type return false. Wrong place to be doing it. You want to take it down a few times, return false, and that should get rid of that. And then hit semicolon on the end of it. Alright. So now you want to go if command label dot equals ignore case, opening brackets with the inverted commas, and we're going to call it YouTube. And then you want to go, then what's this for? Add return statement. Alright, obviously the return statement didn't work. Just hover over that and add the return statement. YouTube. Oh yeah, you just need to add the semicolon to everything. Player, capital P, player equals capital P again, player, and then sender, lowercase, semicolon, space, curly bracket, enter. You want to hover over player, you want to import it from org.player.entity. And that's basically saying that when the command label YouTube is executed, it doesn't matter if it's like capital Y, lowercase O, lowercase u, capital T, it just doesn't matter as long as it's like that. You can actually also add like a main bit. For example, you want to go Y spaced first command. We're going to call that Y first command. Okay, so then what you want to do now is you want to do player dot send message. I'm just going to pause the recording for a second. Okay, and I'm back. So yeah, pretty much I'm just going to get rid of this. You want to type in player dot send message, capital M. You want to go down to send message string, not the empty string, the argument with a 0 on it. Sorry about the thing in the background. And you want to type in, we're going to add a chat color to it, chat color dot green plus, then inverted commas, this command has worked. That's basically stating that the command has worked. It hasn't got any functionality to it yet, just sending the message. So yeah, Y first command, but now we can't do anything at all because we haven't defined that this command is actually in the plugin. So you want to go to plugin.yml, you want to go hit enter on commands, space twice, you want to type in Y spaced first command, then a colon, then enter again, then hit space twice and type in description, then the colon, then space once, and you want to type in executes the test command. Alright, so that's basically saying command Y space first command. This is going to be our kind of main thing, so Y, and then other commands we're going to like call it like YouTube second command or YouTube get config or whatever I decide to do next one. So yeah, now I'm just hoping this works. File, save all. You want to right click YouTube tutorial and export and jar file, and then you'll see here youtube.jar. Yeah, you want to overwrite it every time. Okay, so now when you go back to there and the plugins, it should be there. So you want to run it, and hopefully this works. Don't give me any errors. Yes, it works. Now to test. Also, you won't be able to execute the command in console because we've defined it. The player has to be a sender and it can't be the console. So now what you want to go do is you want to open up your Minecraft client. It decides to work. Yesterday I got this bad login error all of yesterday. So hopefully that's been fixed now. Right? So you want to open up, and you're gonna have. Remember, if you've just opened up your server, you can just type in localhost to your thingy, and then it will come up. There we go, and I'm on. Gonna start off with this, and you want to type /help. Then you see it'll say all commands for YouTube tutorial. Do /help YouTube tutorial, and then see /y first command /y first command /y first command. That is the correct one, isn't it? Why isn't that working? Let's go back to this. I don't think I'll have to test, but just take that down to first command and it should work. So file, actually no, you need to change the plugin thing, right? Right, now let's test if this works. Save all, export. Sorry about that. I'll get back to you next episode why that didn't work, even though it should have. Then make sure you're in op as well. Helps. I was testing out a permissions command. Right. First, you need to reload the server. If you are /help YouTube tutorial, and then it's like /first command. Now you see the command has worked. That's the chat color as well that it's given you. So you see first command green. This command has worked. So that's that for today. On episode 2, just done the chat commands. So yeah, if you did like the episode and it's helping you, go to the next one if it is already uploaded. If none of the code works, also send me a private message and I'll get back to you on it. I should, because usually it's just you forgetting to put a space in plugin.yml. Or something like that. Just remember the plugin.yml has to be like identical. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Next time, I'm not really sure what I'll do. Could be anything. What I hit. Could be anything. I mean, might do config. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll get back to you guys on that. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.